Welcome back to my show. It's me, it's Rain, and I'm back. It's me, and I'm back. All right, so I know that you're used to me doing all of my wedding vlogs, and I have loved that, but I needed a little bit of a break to do something a little bit different and refocus my energy. So I decided to start a segment called Turning Your Trash into Treasure. Now, I'm at my son's house all the time, and there is this ratchet coffee table that I can't stand. Every time I see it, it's like, I just want to get my hands on that stupid table. So imagine my elation when he finally was like, okay, mommy, go ahead and do my table. I was like, yes, I'm gonna so transform this table. So we're on our way to his house right now. I'm gonna pick up this table, take a look at it. He keeps some really strange hours, so he's probably sleeping, so we're gonna be very quiet when we go in. Let's head to his house so I can pick up this table. Come on, let's go. I hold the record for the most annoying mom ever, but I don't care, doggone it. 6 hours of labor with you. You're gonna indulge me. All right, so I've had an opportunity to see this table one more time and kind of get in my head what I want to do. So we're gonna head over to Home Depot, my favorite place, and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna use to create this fabulous new living room coffee table. I am so excited. All right, I'll meet you at Home Depot. We'll be back. We in here? We are in here. And we're not gonna get killed. We are in here. I'm so excited. No idea what I'm about to find. But I'm so excited. Because I know this table is gonna be super, super great. And I can't wait to see what we end up doing, what we end up purchasing. I love this place. Just for your information, Home Depot is sometimes a little bit cheaper than Lowe's. People ask me, do you like Lowe's? Do you like Home Depot? Whichever one's cheaper. That's all I'm saying. Let's just say I have a lot to learn about paint. We sped up this video, but it was absolutely hilarious live because as I walked to the paint section, I did not expect that all of the paint was going to be white. Honeydew only said that about 50 times. It's all white. It's all white. You have to mix your colors. Pick a color, have it mixed. How complicated is that? You just walked by all of those beautiful colors on display and you don't get it? You didn't catch that? No, she's a little slow and I didn't catch that. But when it hit me, I was finally able to come to my senses and figure it out. Pick a color, have it mixed. That's not rocket science, Rain. It's totally not. All right. So we settled on a semi-gloss. A semi-gloss. Because around the edging of the table, you're going to see the paint and we want it to be a little glossy. So I learned a tremendous lesson from hubby that when you buy paint, it's all white and you have to pick your color and mix it. Things you didn't know. So now we're gonna go pick our color. I'm thinking a nice black. If he would let me get away with glitter, I'd totally do it, but I don't think he's gonna do that. So we're gonna find our color, get this mixed up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we've chosen our paint and I'm looking at the selection of colors. And I really like, between the two of these, thinking of him, I really like this gray metal. But then I also like this sophisticated navy. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and look at the tiles and see what I can match up. Whoops. Just gonna grab another one. Pretend that didn't happen. I'm gonna go look at the tiles and see what we can match and figure out what's gonna look good with these before I get this mixed up so we won't be stuck. So let's go over to the tile section. All right, so we're in the tile section. And I love the tile section because you have a ton of options and a variety of prices. I picked up this really cool one. I'm not sure if this is gonna be one of the ones that I wanna use because there's a ton here that I'm gonna look through. So I'm gonna pick my tiles and come back and show you what I picked. I wanna show you this really quickly though. Let's get close. See that netting in there? I love that because it enables me to cut it so that as I lay it on his table, I don't end up being stuck with a jagged edge because we want a straight edge around that square table. And if you look at these prices, these really aren't too bad. Now this is a little bit more of the expensive tile, so we're not really going for that. We want to keep this under $100. I've measured the table and I know that I need about 10 of these. So we're gonna look and see what we can find in our price range. Going to do that now. Things I love about coming to Home Depot, especially in the tile section, is you can always find a really good deal. So I was looking at these, we were walking down this aisle and I saw these in this white color. This is $5.88 per towel. Now for my table, I only need about 8 to 10 of these. So I decided on this color here. I really like these interlocking tiles. I can cut these so that if I get to the edge of my table and it's not a straight edge, I can manipulate these pegs. So I think we're gonna go with this one and we're gonna get this gray metal color to paint the table. This way he'll be able to match a lot of other furniture with whatever we decide and it won't be too difficult. So as much as I love this white and this silver, it's really girly and it's so not him. So I'm not gonna put him through that. He's gonna be so surprised. I'm gonna go purchase this. $4, $4.88. You can't beat that. The only thing about these particular towels when you buy them, these are not stick and peel. So you're gonna have to get some grout that you can use for your table, lay this out, and make sure that you have the supplies. So we're gonna go talk to someone that is a representative here at Home Depot that can tell us exactly what we need so that we go home with the right tools. Now remember, we're trying to stay under $100. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed that by the time we get all the supplies, we'll still be under that amount. Let's go check it out. I have no idea what happened, but my heart was broken when we went to edit the video and lost the clips where we showed you the actual table in its before status and us cleaning it and doing all the things that we did to prep and paint it. Nevertheless, when you get lemons, you make lemonade. We randomly got these photos. I have no idea how or when, but here you see that table painted in that beautiful gunmetal color that we did choose. Now before, this table was absolutely disgusting. It was a light brown, had a lot of burn stains and scratches on it. So it actually looks really, really good here and I'm really pleased with how it came out. Now I really didn't have to paint the entire table, at least not the top, because we're gonna lay our grouted tiles down, but I decided to do that. Had to paint, never gonna use it again. Who cares? But a good way to save paint is to not paint extra things that you really don't need to paint. So there you see that adhesive grout in my hand. You can't really see it, but take my word for it. That's what it is. I learned a tremendous lesson about using that stuff. I'll never use it again. These are actually the towels we ended up walking away with, not the ones I showed you earlier. Why? Because these were $2.65 per sheet, and I thought that was a great deal, and I love the pattern, and it just sung Pierre. So I went ahead and got these. Before you glue anything down, you always want to make sure you lay your tiles out to make sure they're going to come out the way you envision. So we ended up being a little bit short, or actually that's not true. I wanted the white octagons that you see there to line the complete table, which meant that I had to take some of those black squares off, and then I created this pattern in the middle. So once I decided on my pattern, I then went ahead using that adhesive grout and I spread that all over the table, laid these tiles down in this pattern, and then we grouted over it, which is another doggone clip we lost. And I'm so disappointed because I actually did a lot of amazing work that none of you will ever get to see, and I'm crushed. But we got it done, and I'm really pleased with how this came out. I really hate that we lost those clips. But we did manage to get this one that you see here that's not even clear. But this is Honeydew taking some caulking. We actually decided to go ahead and line the sides of the table with some straighter rectangular tiles that we went back to Home Depot to get. They were 94 cents a piece, but when we put them on the table, we ended up with open corners. And so what you see him doing there is doing some caulking just to fill that in so we don't leave that looking crazy. You know what though? Getting to the finished product is always the biggest joy for me. When I took this on, I thought it was going to be a whole lot easier than it ended up being, and it wasn't, largely because there was a lot that I just didn't know. I'd never grouted anything before, never tiled anything before. Honeydew has done it a billion times, and what I didn't think about was don't paint before you grout, because when you grout, things get messy, and when things get messy, you have to clean them up. And because grout is sandy, it behaved like sandpaper when we went to clean the table. So I ended up cleaning this table probably about 2 or 3 times. But you know what? We laugh at our mistakes, and I tell you about the mistakes I made so that you won't make them either. Nevertheless, didn't this come out awesome? Like, I really think this table came out super, super awesome. I love the pattern in the middle. It kind of splits up the table. I did get those octagons all the way around. I like the fact that we went ahead and put those longer tiles around the edging of the table just to pull it all together, and we caulked those corners. It is definitely a new table. It's a conversation piece. And you know what, guys? I researched this, and hand tiled tables like this sell anywhere from $300 to $3,000 depending on how you tile it. So if you want to go crazy with phenomenal expensive tiles, you could easily have a really expensive table to resell on your hands. Nevertheless, I love it. This is gorgeous, and I can't wait for him to see it. We're done. All right, so I'm here to deliver his table. I don't know what his reaction is going to be. I'm so excited for him to see the finished product. So I'm going to go up and knock, and I'm going to say, hey, your table's here. We're going to get his reaction live, all right? So if he doesn't like it, you might not see that. We'll see. All right, I'll be right back. See your table, it's done. Oh, it's done. All right, let's see. This is my son, everyone. This is it. This is the table. You like it?
What? I love it.
What do you think?
Do I like it? I love it. That's crazy. It's even more than I expected. It's way more than I expected. That's crazy.
Isn't you like the tiling? You like the color?
Yeah, nobody has this. That's really why I like it. Nobody has it.
Nobody has it. One of a kind custom table. Super excited. I'm gonna make him carry this up because I'm not carrying it up those stairs. But I'm so glad he likes it. We won. We win. We win. We win. All right. So we're gonna get this upstairs, and I'll be right back. So I'm so glad that he liked his table. We got it upstairs. It looks great in the apartment. Of course he wouldn't let me film it because he's such a doggone guy. But that's all right, because what he doesn't know is I spied a little TV stand that I want to get my hands on and redo. So I'm gonna get that out of his house, hopefully without him noticing. And I'm going to decorate that and make it match that table. So stay tuned for our next episode. I'm glad you joined in. See you next time.